What's up, Juventini? Today, the focus is on the attack, with names emerging as the more realistic and logical options for Juventus. Does Retegui top that list? We'll go over it. For Leone, we got the price tag set on the young defender's head, and Cambiaso speculation continues to swirl. Will he stay? Will he go? We'll look at it. And Tether, the plot thickens on their involvement with Juventus, and they're not done just yet. We'll go over those details, and we get the projected lineup for Tudor heading into the match against Monza tomorrow. I'm Berto. This is the AJC, your channel dedicated to Juventus. It's April 26th. Let's rock with the news, and we kick things off with the list of attackers that are on Juve's radar. Tuttosport claims the four are Osimhen, Retegui, David, and Delap. Now, they give us the background on all these players and start to paint a picture of who could be the more likely candidates. For Osimhen, we've always known it's going to be a difficult maneuver. You're negotiating with De Laurentiis, and he's got a high wage. There's a lot going on there. For Jonathan David, yes, he's a free agent. However, the demands he has set are high. We already know that Juve has come out and stated that they are not going to meet his demands, but they've given him numbers that are somewhat close. Now, for Retegui, well, he's got a 50 million euro price tag on his head from Atalanta. He currently, though, leads Serie A in scoring, and his wage is extremely low at 2.8 million euros annually. So, with that maneuver, spreading it out annually would actually cost Juve less than potentially picking up Jonathan David, even though he's on a free. So that's how Retegui could kind of leap over David as becoming a more possible candidate. In the background, Delap is at 35 to 40 million euros, and same thing as Retegui. His salary is quite low, being at 1.8 million pounds annually. So for right now, it's being claimed that Retegui and Delap could be front runners in a 1A option in the attack. But what about another striker? You've got Luka and Kristovic leading and being front runners as the 1B options. Okay, both of those players valued at 25 million euros. Kristovic could actually leave Lecce for less if they get relegated. There's also the interest from Lecce in Vasily Adzic that we could include, not permanent, but in a loan exchange to further bring the price down for Kristovic. And for Luka, Juve could actually include a player and send somebody over to Udinese to bring him in. So right now, we are kind of staring down the barrel of a potential scenario where you get one of Retegui, Delap, and one of Luka or Kristovic. What would your combination be? And how would you feel about it if that's what we're looking at going into next season? Hit me in the comments, everybody. For the young defender Giovanni Leoni, that has caught a lot of attention and a lot of Juventini eyes, especially after the performance against us in our latest defeat. Well, the price tag apparently is set. The preliminary reports are stating that Parma has put a value on him of 15 million euros. That's it. Is this a must-take opportunity for Juventus at 15 million euros? He's got interest from other sides, though. What could sting us, and something we're all worried about now, is depending who's interested. The allure of joining Juventus right now, it's taken a dive, a serious dive, and it's something that has to be corrected. I've got all my thoughts on how to do that, and we're going to hit it in tomorrow's pregame show live at 8:30 a.m. Eastern Time when we get ready for a match against Monza. But that could be something that stings Juve on this one, because that price tag is beautiful. All right, now for Cambiaso, well, between injury, between the Man City debacle, his agent's words around the winter mercado, and to be honest, just awful form as of late. There is a ton of speculation swirling around his future and the uncertainty it carries at Juventus. However, there is a big problem as Juve's been waiting for a return to form. Spalletti and the Azzurri now are waiting for a return to form. Cambiaso's play has taken a major nosedive. Nobody can deny it. And now it also has been stated that Man City's kind of taken him off the radar right now while he's been putting out these performances. And this could change things drastically for Juventus, especially if top 4 is not reached, because remember, the potential is there to sell if we do not reach top 4. Potentially a player we don't want to sacrifice, but while he's like this, that value goes down even if it's all pure capital, and now the interest we see starting to fade, and that would open the door to potentially us making a move I would not want to see us make, and that's Yildiz being sold. So Cambiaso needs to turn it around, and he needs to turn around quickly no matter what our plans are. He's got to sort it out. And when we look at the projected lineup for that match tomorrow against Monza, he is slated to start. This is your projected lineup, all right? Di Gregorio, Kalulu, Vega, Kelly. McKennie is your right outside, Locatelli, Thuram in the pivots, Cambiaso left outside, and then Nico Gonzalez, Yildiz behind Kolo Muani. Cambiaso is going to be banked upon, and he needs to sort it out, and he needs to sort it out quickly. There was speculation he might not be started going into this game because of the performances. He was a ghost against Parma, and that can't happen no matter what our plans are. Keeping him, selling him, whatever, we need this guy to contribute and find his old form. Let's see, everybody. When it comes to Tether, well, they have increased their share at Juventus to 10.1%. That means they are now second only to Exor, and it doesn't end there, as Tether apparently wants to be included in Juve's board, and they want to be a part of it, and they are also ready to contribute to any future recapitalization of Juventus. That is massive. No more bonds coming from Elkan or getting support from them to help right the ship, and we just talked about it. Maybe finding a situation where you gotta sell Yildiz. They're ready to come in and say no, shut that down. I like it. I like it. Tether, this could be good. This could be good. They made a mistake in one of their blurbs talking around the feelings, the connections around Juventus, stating that Juve's won 36 Scudetti. I'll let that slide if you're willing to empty those pockets and help right the ship, okay? I'll overlook that one, but that's the latest on Tether, and that is your news break, everybody. You know what to do. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, join our AJC Army. Let's mix it up in the comments, everybody, and I want to see you all live tomorrow morning at 8:30 a.m. Eastern Time as we get ready for the match against Monza, and I'm back with a watch-along as well. Till then, as always, fino alla fine, forza Juventus, ciao tutti.